Alright, looking at the market right now, I want to find some sells here. Market is just not giving a good confirmation, and market is moving too fast. Impulse move here. I wanted to see a good wick up first before market continued down. I'll wait for that move. Let's see if we can enter some potential scalps. Again, just a slow Monday morning market, so still waiting to release some volumes later on. Again, if we don't find entries this morning, we'll be trading later London or New York session. Alright? Because we need to find some good sniper entries. That's what I'm looking for. So that's why we're not in a rush on the market, because there's always opportunities later on. Let's see if we can find some scalps here on some cells. Alright, getting ready for some cell scalps. Alright, here we go. Some volume kicked in. So let's start with some entries on this level here. So it took some cells. We're still at 86, at 87. We're still at entry price. If not, if we don't see any more volume, again, we're just closing the trade in entry, but we want to see this move here. Alright. Again, the confirmation is still lacking. Alright. Not a good move. So still lack volume, so let's close in entry. Close in entry. So let's close an entry. Still no move here because market needs this good continuation volume. We're still in entry. I'm just closing an entry range. All right, we're still on entry. Means market is not going to continue the move. Market is not going to continue the move, guys. So again, exited the trade on entry. Let's just break even. Just exited the trade on break even. Market is trying to close a bullish candle. If it does, might be a good place for the opposite trade. Really not good volume this morning. This is no confirmation, not much confirmation on the trades. So even if we have the direction right, even if we have some volume, we need still confirmation. But even if we have the direction and the confirmation but without the volume, alright, we need to see all this G confirmation get checked. Without that, I'm just closing trades on entry level because we need to find a good sniper level here. If this shows a good bullish candle on this level, I'll probably go look for some potential buys because we reach our peak level here. Market still indecisive this morning. Market is still indecisive this morning. All right, but let's look for some reversals here. All right, wick just below this level, maybe just target this level here. Some entry, this would be some entry range here. Okay, we can look for some buys on 86 and 87, but waiting for a bit more retracement down. I will look for some potential buy scalps here. Just want the market to come down for a bit. I need market to come down for a bit before we can find some buys scalps here. So at least let's get this range on this level here. So gold buy at 67, 87 and 86. Alright, and I want to put our SL at 85. First target would be at 3689. 3689. We just need to find this target here. So this will be our target here. First target there. Second target here. And if market continues. So let's see, already entered the market. Since we still have a low volume, slow volume, and market is continuing to go. All right, let's see. Market is going. We are still in profits on this one. So again, we are still in profits. I want to secure some partials because I want to start some good recoveries here from our first trade this morning. Guys, secure some partials. You can secure some partials if you have bigger lot size. Alright. I'm targeting some higher levels here as well. So already hit our first target level. We are in 3689. 3689. Alright. First target range secured. First target secured at 3689. Alright. We're already in that range, guys. 3689, we are in that range, so make sure to secure some profit. We hit our first target there. We hit our first target there. Because that is one of the rejection zone. Until that is broken, until 3689 is broken, then we can find some other TPs on the upside. Alright, so already secured there. We hit our first target on that entry. So we got first target done. TP1 is done. There, that was our first target there. Again, I mentioned secured some profits there because market still not clean for any potential continuation. Alright. Waiting for more move and more confirmation to find more entries. Now let's see if we can find some second entries. Let's see if we can find some re-entries once we see some good confirmation again. Let's look for re-entries for some good confirmation again. So if market's still slow, we can look entries later on at London session to New York session, because there's gonna be a lot more volume later, and volume right now it's still very slow. So we can expect volume later on, and we'll give you those entries on our premium group. Alright, those entries will be sent to our premium group so we can find those sniper entries later, because again, we do not have volume. Volume is the market is barely moving at this level right now. So we can just wait for later on, alright? So let's just call it a morning right now. We didn't really have any much trades. Alright, just some scalps, and market is still, even after that, market's still inside this level here. So let's just wait for the market movement later on. Alright, let's just call it a morning, but I will still send some entries later in our premium group. So keep updated, guys, and see you tomorrow for another morning stream, because market's still slow. But again, we will still trade today. I will just send those trades in our premium group. Take care, everyone.